Mike Tirico, Greg Olson ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one batted away. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And 3rd down coming up.
6 yards to go.
I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
Yeah, and all Jared Goff does every year, Mike, is lead one of the most prolific offenses in the NFL. But I'm not sure he gets the credit he deserves. I think so many people wanted to give credit to Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, and rightfully so, as he makes this transition to kind of the next era of Lions football without Ben Johnson. I think people are going to see just how big of an impact Jared Goff had, not only in the 15 games they won last year, but they believe they have a Super Bowl contending team in Detroit.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Laporta in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. A gain there of 11. First down, Detroit.
It's a gain of 11. And the Lions, first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Lions, first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
That's caught. It's Isaac to Slav. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
That's another Detroit Lions.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. A run here with Gibbs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
They'll go play action with Goff. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space. And
he will take this one across into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
So after the touchdown, It's Bates to kick this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Eagles offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Now he takes off. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
1st and 10.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's 2nd down.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
That's good.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's 19 yards for the 2nd straight play. They are rolling. Another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. He'll try to run for it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
By Jack Campbell. A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with 4th and 1 straight ahead.
think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Start this one on the ground with Gibbs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
3rd and 11.
Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Lions 1st down.
It's a gain of 14.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll run with Gibbs. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. That's Josh Campbell getting in there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Laporta in motion. On play action. Goff under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is Josh Uche getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now, Goff. Now pass deep for St. Brown. And he will get into the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Eagles 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Short pass, he's got Calcaterra, and they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
It is a big play for the Eagles. 45 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
Barkley. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Man in motion is Brown. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. To throw is Hurts. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, in time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
John Campbell on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Now Goff toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
It's 3rd and 4. Goff to throw. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. To throw is Goff. That's over the middle. Caught by to Slow. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Detroit.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Detroit.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
John Campbell on the stop. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Room to maneuver at the 35. And And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard
It's a
line.
gain of 14 yards.
They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
Detroit Lions.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He'll get this to his tight end, Laporta. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles.
They get 16 on that connection. Good for an Eagles first down.
46-yard line.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Hurts looking to throw on first down.
Complete to number 26, Saquon Barkley. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
The tackle made.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now Hurts. That's right side. He's got count to Terra. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
4th down and 1.
Here's Braden Mann now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as the second half is about to get underway.
Jake
3
Elliott
points.
taking
All
off for
that separates
Philadelphia.
these two sides has half number 2. Kicks off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They hand it to Gibbs. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick them up and throw them down for a loss.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Goff. That's right side and into the hands of Tesla. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Lions 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll go play action with Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
24 yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And it'll be forced out of bounds, just a couple yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Gibbs. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. A strong running takes them down to the 9.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Lions first down.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Here's Gibbs. And he's in! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Lions go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense trotting back out for their first involvement of the second half. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd down and 7. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
That is caught out wide on the RPO, and he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Hurts gonna fire this one out to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
6-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. He'll get it inside the 20. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Gain of 9 yards.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
The open receiver is Dodson. Dodson. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles cut the lead to 3. 24-21.
24. Eagles 21.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
13 yards on the
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Working free downfield, it is Williams. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
38 yards.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards.
38 yards on the play.
Here's 1st and 10.
And the Lions 1st down.
Laporta in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions will extend their lead.
21.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On play action, Hurts. Short pass, he's got Calcaterra, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So we are through 3, and Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 31, here's second down and 6. To throw, Hurts. That's complete. Kylan Granson. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll take this for about 4 yards up to the 46.
He's brought down by Terrion Arnold. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a first down.
16 yards. And an Eagles first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass. but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Second and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to A.J. Brown. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll run it here with Saquon. 1st down and more inside the 20. They are not having success on defense. That play picks up 19 yards.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. That is caught. A powerful run just shy of the goal line, but he has picked up the 1st down. It is 1st and goal.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Lions 27.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. On 1st down, it's gone. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Laporta in motion. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only one.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Lions first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Detroit.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run up the gut with Montgomery. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That one's on target to Williams. He's got it. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And the Lions first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Goff to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
The RPO, that one is complete, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before third down. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's good for a Lions first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Laporta in motion. Here's Gibbs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Goff. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. It is brought in the end zone. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Detroit.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
Important moment here for the Lions as they're going to go for 2. To Slav, a man in motion. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here comes 2nd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, This quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And he's going to have the Eagles 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. Hurts will try it again. The open receiver is Dotson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Again, Hurts. Left side, it's caught by Brown.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
To the air again, Hurts. And deep for the back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Philadelphia, good night.